Why the Strait of Hormuz is so important. The world's most dangerous oil route. What if a tiny waterway could control the price of petrol across the entire world? One narrow passage in the Middle East does exactly that. It's called the Strait of Hormuz. And right now the whole world is watching it closely. The Strait of Hormuz is one of the most strategically important waterways on Earth. It lies between Iran and Oman, connecting the Persian Gulf to the open ocean through the Arabian Sea. Even though this strait is only about 33 kilometers wide at its narrowest point, it plays a huge role in the global economy. So why is everyone suddenly talking about it? Let's break it down. 1. The world's most important oil route. The biggest reason the Strait of Hormuz is so important is oil transportation. Around 20% of the world's oil supply passes through this narrow waterway every single day. Countries like Saudi Arabia, United Arab Emirates, Kuwait, Iraq ship their oil through this route to the rest of the world. If this route gets blocked, global oil supply could drop immediately. 2. Impact on global fuel prices. Because so much oil passes through the Strait of Hormuz, even a small disruption can affect fuel prices worldwide. If tensions rise or ships stop moving through the strait, oil prices can jump overnight. This means petrol becomes expensive, transportation costs increase, food prices rise due to higher logistics costs, so even people living thousands of kilometers away feel the impact. 3. Strategic military importance. The Strait of Hormuz is also one of the most heavily monitored and militarized regions in the world. Countries like the United States maintain a strong naval presence there to ensure safe passage for ships. Meanwhile, Iran has often warned that it could block the strait during conflicts. Because of this, the area is considered one of the most sensitive geopolitical hotspots on Earth. 4. Why everyone is talking about it. Now recently, tensions in the Middle East have increased due to conflicts and military activity in the region. When tensions rise between countries like Israel and Iran, experts worry that the Strait of Hormuz could become a strategic pressure point. If the strait were ever closed or attacked, it could disrupt global trade and energy markets. That's why news channels, governments, and investors around the world are closely watching this narrow waterway. 5. What would happen if it closed? If the Strait of Hormuz were blocked, the consequences could be huge. Oil prices could spike dramatically, global stock markets could fall, supply chains could face major disruptions. In extreme scenarios, it could even trigger a wider global economic crisis. That's why keeping this waterway open is a top priority for many countries. Conclusion. The Strait of Hormuz might look like just a narrow stretch of water on the map, but it plays a massive role in the global economy. It controls a major portion of the world's oil supply and sits at the center of some of the world's most sensitive geopolitical tensions. That's why whenever tensions rise in the Middle East, the world immediately turns its attention to this tiny but powerful waterway. Because sometimes the smallest places on the map can have the biggest impact on the world. Call to action. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos explaining global politics, economics, and world events.